The media being bought and paid for by private parties is not a modern concept. Business interests and the wealthy have historically bought ownership control in news outlets so they could censor and tailor any narrative they chose to benefit them. 1881 America was no different. For example, the charge of murder pinned on Billy the Kid for shooting Sheriff Brady. There was no physical proof he pulled the trigger. There were 5 other regulators shooting at the time, and none of which were charged with anything, only Billy. This was because Billy's leadership ability and his intelligence was a bigger threat to the wealthy Santa Fe ring business owners than any single shooter could be. This is why they paid to have the news paint Billy as an outlaw murderer instead of a moral avenger fighting corruption against a large evil conglomerate that went all the way up to the president. An example of the Santa Fe ring's reach can be found in this New York Times article from July 31, 1881, shortly after Garrett claimed to kill Billy the Kid. The article states, "The killing of Billy the Kid has created a sensation. He was probably the most noted desperado on the Pacific coast. In appearance, Billy was one of the most mild persons imaginable. Those who saw him for the first time looked upon him as a victim of circumstance. It was his boast that he had killed 1 man for every year of his life. He had not quite done that, but it is certain that he killed 19 men in the 21 years of his worse than worthless life. His killing is regarded by the citizens of California and Arizona as one of the most fortunate events which has occurred for years." None of the information in this article, up to and including the number of men Billy supposedly killed, is true. The entire article is a fabrication bought and paid for by the corrupt politicians and business owners to paint a picture and scare away any regulators from taking Billy's place and carrying the fight forward.